Do I have the mic on? Yes, I do. Well, welcome, everybody. Oh, it's been a long weekend already. Oh, some more people might be showing up. Hello there, John. Hello there, Suzanne. So we're building this guy again. Because why not? Because it's cool, man. It's cool. Hold on, right quick. Let me roll down the window just a bit. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. All right. Ugh. So we're gonna be building this guy. It's gonna be cool like that. Some people might be showing up today. We'll find out. I am building something from episode 3. I did it one time a few months back. Yeah. Cheese. Well, hello there, brother Tyler. I ended up playing pickleball before this. I am beat. I'm tired, man. But here we go, building things. What? Well, hello there, Jeffrey.
Hello, Steve, and hello, Suzanne. How's your evening going?
It's good. I played pickleball out in the sun, and I'm beat.
I mean, this is a serious question. What is pickleball?
It is where old people can kick your butt. No, it's like table tennis and ping pong, or no, ping pong, table tennis, and then what is it? Tennis, and it's combined. It's a little bit more. People who play tennis like professionally and then retire, they come and play this because it's a lot more movement and it's a lot more. You gotta be quick on things, but man, it's fun. My wife and I have been playing for almost a year now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun. It's active. It gets the blood flowing. It's a good cardio. That is for sure.
So, what you working on today?
I am doing this guy. I've done it before. I'm doing that one.
Oh, the invisible hand.
Yes. Okay, Suzanne. It's called the Invisible Hand. That's how much I know about Star Wars.
Ironically, I just took mine apart yesterday.
Oh, it's a fun build.
It is. And since Suzanne's on here, I apologize, Suzanne. I didn't realize there was something going on with your moderator status until John texted me, and I assure you, I didn't change anything. There's only one person on my channel that I've ever kicked off being a moderator, and it wasn't you, and it was about a year ago. And that's because this guy's obnoxious and was making fun of my co-host Greg. So, sorry that happened, but please understand I didn't do it. YouTube just likes to do its own thing, trust me.
That's true. Where does this go? Oh, not there, that's for sure. Jesus.
Well, I'm starting my night off with I built the modern house version number 2, which means there are extra pieces from the build.
Nice.
And I am organizing them in these drawers. And then I'll go out to my shop and I'll go ahead and empty these. So, I don't know if you know, I went to Texas.
Ooh. I think you mentioned it briefly.
Yeah, I went to go visit Mrs. Chip. Had a great.
Oh,
had a
yes,
great
yes.
And while I was gone, I got an unsolicited offer to buy my house.
Ooh.
Horse properties are hard to find.
Yeah.
And especially because I have more water rights than I could ever use. Makes this a very attractive property. And they did come in. They came in with a handsome offer. I have until tomorrow at midnight to decide.
All right.
But I could already tell you, Mrs. Chip is not for it, and I'm really not either.
Yeah. If you like the place, man, stick with it.
Well, it is a handsome offer. It's just I don't want to move.
Yeah. Well, there's that too. Oh, I gotta do this. Ooh.
So what you got planned on your channel for the upcoming week?
I'm doing an episode on Manorama about red flags, where guys need to pay attention to those, especially with women. Yes, there are red flags with men. Men do have red flags, but there are some women. You're not off the hook. There's quite a bit of women that have red flags, and so we're gonna crack down on that and let guys know, hey, here's how you can figure it out.
Well, yeah, that's an interesting subject. In fact, my son and I were just talking about that today. He's dating a girl that I'll be honest, I don't approve of her. It's his choice, though. I mean, I'm not going to get in the way or try to,
Yeah.
But I cringe every time I hear something because her excuse is she's had abusive boyfriends in the past. Well, I do understand that could have happened. I'm not trying to be insensitive. However, I do not personally like to be judged off the actions of somebody else. I want to be judged on based on what I did.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't mean to be rude, but I told my son that if that is how she feels, then she's not ready for a relationship and should probably find herself a good therapist.
That's yeah.
So yeah, I don't like red flags either. Oh, and I forgot to mention this part. Her other excuse is that he's been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, and so again, I'm like, okay, if you have that issue, maybe you're not ready for a relationship, and you need to take some time to get yourself ready. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like, oh yeah, just because she has borderline personality disorder that she's a bad person. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying she's not ready for a relationship. And that's my 2 cents.
Yeah. Stark Environment, we're building some Legos. Here, hold on.
Hey, Canadian Spider-Man.
Check your DMs, guys. Canadian Spider-Man, Stark Environment. I'm building the invisible hand there, Tony Stark.
I am organizing the mess that's left over from building the second version of this guy right here. The modern house. And there's a bunch of
kind of cool build.
Oh, I love it. It reminds me of my sister's house in the Salt Lake area. There's some strict rule zoning laws, especially about building a new house in that area. Because it borders a. I can't be too specific on this. It borders a protected wildlife area. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
And I mean, literally, her backyard butts up against it. And so they have a lot of regulations about what you can do. So they bought a house. It was kicked in the mouth. They wanted to destroy it and start all over, but the city threw a lot of red tape at them. And so what they did was they said, okay, we'll just remodel the place heavily. And they literally took the sloped roof, chopped it, made it flat like the modern house in the Lego, put a lot of windows in it, and they basically did rebuild the house. But they got around it by calling it a remodel and leaving the initial structure in place, but heavily modifying it.
Now, Canadian Spider-Man says, I'm a liability at this point. Define liability.
I think he's all right.
Yeah. That's what I got so far. Oh, because he's intoxicated like a lot. Mm-hmm. He goes, so what's your backup plan for when shit goes sideways after the election? You mean election. And what should Canadians expect if K-Dog doesn't win? Own a lot of hole puncher ammo. I don't know. I protect my family as much as I can. I guess I don't know. Yeah. I think when it comes to like planning for that stuff, it's kind of hard to say because we've never been in that kind of situation before. So it's more of like when it happens, and you just got to be on your toes, I guess. That's the best way I can kind of put it. I mean, I got some plans. I ain't going to tell you my ideas because I don't want anyone to take my ideas. But I got some plans.
Well, same here. I don't want to reveal too much, but I'm not worried about where I live.
Well, I live in California, so I got to come up with something.
Yeah, actually, I watched an interview by the mayor of Santa Monica the other day. And I'm not trying to be mean, but that guy's full of excuses. He's got his head up his somewhere I can't say.
Yeah. They're kind of like that all around California.
Well, he was blaming all the problems on the city on outside forces and not their bad policies.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
I find that irritating because, like, dude, come on. Own up. The first step to changing is owning up to whatever it is.
Yeah. Be a man.
Okay. Stark of Iron says, I haven't drank today. I'm out and will be out until I get money. Okay. Understand. You run out of money, you quit doing stuff. Okay. And okay. All right. We read those. Okay. Cool.
John was in the chat earlier, and he's like, "I'm going to bed."
Yeah, he texted me earlier saying he was gonna stay up just so he could say hi.
Yeah, he said hi. It was funny. He goes, "I'm going to bed, guys." I got a kick out of it. John is a good guy. I love him. He's always like, "Hey, when are you guys doing this? When are you guys doing that?"
Yeah. Me and John have known each other, oh gosh, what, since 2007, 2008. I've always enjoyed him as a friend, and I'll tell you a story about him, and he can verify this. I didn't know about John, and John and I used to play this online game together. That's how I met him. And as we were playing this game, I had an alternate account on that thing, and I kind of thought he was doing some crap talking behind my back. I'll be honest, I thought that. So I took one of my alternate accounts, and since that was in the same, I guess they called it an alliance or whatever.
Yeah.
And he didn't know that was my alternate account, so I reached out to him and just started talking to him. And I was like, "Yeah, that Jeff guy, he's really a strange one, ain't he?" And I fully expected him to just talk crap. But to my surprise, John was like, "Man, you're crazy. That's one of the best guys I've ever met." And he didn't talk any crap, and he stood up for me. And I was like, "Yeah, this guy's all right." And I hate to do this to somebody. I mean, that was very immature of me, but then again, that was 2008. How many years ago? Almost 20. I was a different person then, but yeah, I learned through that John's a stand-up guy. He's a really good person.
And we have a new person in the chat. Never too old for Lego. Yeah, see? Lego is not just a man, child, baby thing. It's a way of life. Welcome.
Oh, I'll second that.
I'm almost 40 and I still play with Legos.
I'll be 50 next year and I still play with Legos.
See? It's cool.
Hey, man, there's no shame in that game, as they say.
No. If David Beckham could play with Lego, then, I'm good. I like how I think I put the right ones on. Let's go through this, shall we? Crap, I did. Oh, man. I'm colorblind.
Oh, yeah.
Here, let's go. There you go. Go support Never. I like supporting other Lego channels.
Yeah. And you know something? There's a lot of Lego channels out there, and I really admire the ones that try to do it different than the other channels.
Yeah.
And I mean, Lego in general is a fun topic, so I'm not down in the ones that are not unique. But I mean, like I'll mention one. He's got a large following, Jang Bricks.
Okay.
I love his stuff. Very large channel. At one point, he has 2 Lego channels. He discontinued one, and I think it had a little over 1 million subscribers when he did.
Dang. Was he like, I'm bored?
Well, I think what happened. Well, actually, he described it in one of his videos. He just didn't want to do that kind of content anymore.
Okay.
He was doing like product reviews, and then his other channel was the city build, and the city build's what he wanted to do. So he just does the city build now. That's the only channel he did. He discontinued. So
Okay.
Really good guy, and I like how he describes stuff. But anyway, and then I like smaller channels too. There's a ton. Most of my friends on YouTube are smaller channels, the same size as mine, or a little smaller or a little bigger. You know, around the same size.
Yeah.
And I like it, man.
Well, Never Too Old to Lego said, here, let me go over on here because Rumble Studio doesn't have a little scroll handle thing. So I'm like, it's a hit and miss kind of deal. But he goes, I'm 45, never had Lego as a kid. LOL. I did Lego Optimus Prime on my Transformers channel, and now I'm hooked. So this is my second channel. Well, cool, man. And he just started 30 videos in 12. Wow. Awesome. Yeah, go check him out. And the Tazord, welcome. All right, we're getting people in here, man. What's up?
30 videos in 12 days. That is a lot.
That's
No, that's awesome too. I'm not criticizing. I mean, it's cool.
But yeah, so I'll clarify something. Never Too Old to Lego. This is more of a side stream that I do. I mainly do men's health awareness on Tuesdays. That's the main channel. On the weekends, I'll do Lego because it's therapeutic for me. Plus, it gets me away from the wife sometimes, and I can just chill. The last time I said that, they're like, "That's me," and I was like, "No, really," because it's like when you're married, you got to have an outlet to do something. And my wife loves the fact that I'm doing this because I'm out of trouble and I'm just doing this. But I like doing this, and this has become kind of like the second. Like, there's a lot of people that have asked, when am I doing the next Lego Big? When am I doing this? When am I doing that? Because they really love to see everything come out. And then rancorsteve, the Tazord isn't the Lego channel, but he has a lot of content. Yeah, I know who he is. He's pretty cool. I think I'm subscribed to him. I don't know. Let me go check. There we go.
Well, would you like to hear a story about Mrs. Chip standing up for me in my hobby?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so we were living in Germany at the time, and we had a 5-bedroom apartment, which is unheard of in Germany. They're not that big.
Yeah.
Anyway, we had a large apartment, and we invited a single soldier over for lunch, and we did that a lot, actually, especially around the holidays, because single soldiers, we didn't want them to be alone in a foreign country. It can be hard. And one thing that people don't realize is that deleting yourself while in the military is more common than people realize.
Mm-hmm.
And so we like to support by doing that. Well, we did that. We invited this girl over, and she had the same name as my wife, Jennifer. And, I was excited to show her my Lego collection. And this girl was just a pain in the butt. She was not impressed by the Lego collection, and she said to my face in front of my wife and said, "What is a grown-ass man doing playing with kids' toys?" And my wife, I'm telling you guys don't hear her. You only see her in the chat. So you don't realize what a spitfire she is. She turned to this girl and said, "Look, I'm glad this grown-ass man plays with toys. Because you know what? It keeps him out of trouble. He's not in bars. He's not chasing women's skirts. He's not blowing all of our money, although that's not really true. But Lego's an expensive hobby. But
it's a fun hobby.
But no, she really put that girl in her place and told her, "Hey, look, man, don't don't criticize."
That's cool. I mean, I like to go to bars here and there, but that's like if I'm hanging out with like Tyler sometimes here and there. But it's yeah, I just like to have fun. And this to me this is more fun. I get to have a couple drinks, build Legos, build a community, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool of the people that show up and they're all excited. What up, Herc 130? And then that taser said, I at least got the clips from the original Spaceballs I want to throw in. Huh? See, this is the thing, doing Legos and then trying to read the comments. So I have to go jump over here. Oh, he's doing a Spaceballs 2 video. Oh. Get it.
Well, that is true. Last comment, my never too old for Lego. Well, the way I look at it this way: every one of my Transformers is money in the bank for when I retire. LOL, and I'm having fun. I totally agree. If you guys don't know, there's a website. It's free. It's called brickeconomy.com, and you can enter your Lego sets. And this guy has an algorithm that every 24 hours searches like eBay, Amazon, and it'll tell you the price or the market price of whatever the set is. And I've entered almost my whole collection in there. And it changes every day that I refresh it. Like it can go up a couple dollars, go down a couple dollars, and it's really cool to see. Like when I did that sand crawler thing on your channel a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Did you know that's quadrupled in value?
What?
Yeah.
How much would the Back to the Future be? Because that's not retired, is it yet? No, they wait a few years, right?
Yeah, they do.
That's almost gonna be. How much is the Millennium Falcon?
You know what? I should look at that.
It's a brick ton. Get it? Legos, bricks. Okay, I'm done.
A brick ton. Well, you shouldn't eat bricks. You shouldn't eat Legos. You'll crap bricks. Actually, let me look at that. I'm gonna look at Brick Economy, and let's see. Millennium Falcon. There it is.
$2.
Yeah, if it's $2, I would scream.
I'll buy 4 of them.
Okay, so here is the Ultimate Collector Series. This is the older one. Let's punch that set number in and see where it's at. Let's see, what 10179. Okay, let's go for it. Okay, so that one hasn't gone up too much. It was, well, okay, let me take this back. Before they released the second Ultimate Collector Series of Millennium Falcon, I did see it on eBay for as much as $13,000 still in the box. Mine's not still in the box, so it cost $500, and it is right now, because they've released a second one, it has gone down, but a new one in the box is $2,131.
Dang.
For a 326% increase.
I want to set the world record for building the big Millennium Falcon. That is a goal of mine. And it's like 10 hours and a few minutes.
Now, are you allowed to line up the pieces before you start building?
No, what I would do is I would do it straight out of the box.
Oh, okay.
And some people said you should do it where you build it and then take it apart so you get used to it. I'm like, no. Because if I do that and I take it apart, I'm going to lose some pieces. Lego build has been common to lose some pieces.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned the Millennium Falcon. I'll be right back.
Oh, you have it, don't you? Well, that doesn't make any jack diddly sense. What of these am I missing here? A lot. Oh man, I totally missed a piece. What?
Okay. So this is a TV box.
Yeah.
And this was the best thing I could find to stick the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon in when I moved 2.5 years ago. And you probably can't see, but the tape is still on there. I've never opened it since. And I found the landing gear for it in a different box this weekend. So, and I can hear it. It's in pieces.
Ooh.
So after I was done organizing this, I was actually going to open this up and tear it down so I could rebuild it.
You know what we should do? If I get my hands on it, is it the big one?
Yeah.
What if I got my hands on one? If you and I just built one, you build one and I build one. It'd be the longest stream ever.
Oh, I'd do it. Would you want me to build the first version or the second one, the one that's currently out?
The one that's currently out. Well, I know they made one that's a smaller version. That just came out. I'm talking about the big one, the one that you need like a warehouse just to build it.
Oh yeah, that's
big.
Yeah, this one right here in the box is the one that's currently on the market for $800, brand new.
Oh, yeah.
And then I also have the first version of the large Ultimate Collector Series, and I'm willing to build either one.
Because I want to get my hands on that one, the big one, and then just build it. I don't even know where I'd put it.
Have you seen those new Dungeons and Dragons mystery figure things?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, they're a friend of mine, Brent. He got them all, and he was telling me that a few of the figures come with a male and a female head, so you can decide whether you want the warrior to be male or female.
Oh.
And there's this app that you can use that scans the barcode.
Yeah.
And it tells you what the mystery thing is. And I was over at his house when he opened them, and it was 100% accurate.
Dang.
The app is called OMG, as in Oh My Bricks.
Okay.
And it's free.
Now, with those mystery ones, are they... You don't know which one they are actually mystery. You don't know each one is different.
Correct.
Okay.
Now, I would like to know how somebody figured that out, but that's okay. It's all good. I'm glad they did it.
So this ship, I've mentioned this before. This is the ship my brother helped design for episode 3. This is the closest I get to episode of Star Wars. Is my brother actually helped design this ship.
Oh boy.
Now every freaking nerd is gonna pop out. Can I get your brother's email? Can I do this? I'm like, nah. Give me $30,000 and I'll think about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't give out other people's information either.
No. I told him about that and he's all like, please. Because I showed some actual signed Star Wars episode 3 stuff. And my brother was one of the guys that signed it. He's like, you have no idea how many people will contact me just to. That goes there. Skipped a whole bunch. Whoop. And it's not like he doesn't want to talk to Star Wars fans. It's just all they want to do is talk about Star. He's been told like, "Oh, you should have done it this way," and he's like, "Dude, I just do previs. I don't do the main stuff." I said, "Well, you're the one who decided to work for Star Wars, not me." And he's like, "Well, at least I'm working in film." And I was like, "Huh? You're so funny."
Yeah, he's your brother. He's got to rub it in a little bit, doesn't he?
Yeah, a little punk. What up there, PJ? And the Tazord said, "I hate autocorrect and speak to text. They make me look like I'm a bigger idiot than I am." You should read my tweets then. Completely misleads my level of stupidity. You should read my tweets because they sound really smart and then just go, "What?" Crap, what did I miss? Oh, I should take this off and then I do this one. Where'd you go, Steve? And if anyone is wondering, no, I have not done a recent what do you call it? I know what I'm talking about. Hold on. Yeah, because right there. 60-second, which I might now do 15 seconds of advice, your daily advice. I'm going to come up with one next week or Monday, tomorrow. Oh, your brother works for Marvel.
What a marvel.
That's cool. I know, right?
Well, hey, I need to go downstairs for a second and grab a larger drawer to put these in. I'll be right back.
You're leaving me all with these hoodlums? Okay.
I hope you fare well.
Oh, survive. Oh. So what is your so never too old for Lego. What does your brother do in Marvel? I'm gonna pick your brain now. Oh, crap. I feel like I screw this up all the time. What the heck, man? All right, so there. Oh, I flip it up like this. Duh. No. Like that. All right. I'm getting somewhere, guys. I'll pay you to take him. Well, there we go. Did I put that on right? No. No, wait. Yes, I did. Sure. Yeah. comic? Does he do comic books or does he do like storyboard or concept arting? That's what I got so far. Oh, okay. Then I wouldn't know who he is. I know a lot of people who work for Marvel Studios. And my email gets bombarded. Oh, you know this person? Like, I'm not here to toot my horn, but I've had some people, when I was on Pop Culture Breakdown, they would actually email me, or DM me trying to get information on things just because I knew certain people that work in the studio. I was like, I am not going to know. I've worked in the studio long enough to know that I will drop pieces. There we go. There we go. And if you notice right here, there's some Legos I built. Well, that's cool that your brother does that stuff. So what I like to do with Lego Build is if anyone has any questions of anything, whether it be film related or I don't know, whatever pickles your delight, I'll protect you, Steve. What? Huh? Ask away. Because I like to make where Lego Build becomes a place where people can kind of just hang out and just have fun. No drama, unless there's a troll that pops in and then bam, we take him out. Him or her, whoever. It, they, thous, and thens. Who's and ha's and he's. I don't even know what I'm building at this point in my life. Duke comic cart. And Haas. Heck yeah, Thundercats. I think I'm building. Oh, I'm building the front end. Of course. Huh? Oh, because we're here.
All right, I'm back.
Ooh. Suzanne said we got some new folks sharing their channel now. That's cool. All right. I've noticed this. So there's like the pop culture nerds. If you attack them, they come at you like full force. If you attack Lego people, you're in for a treat. Because those nerds will make your day. That's a whooping ass. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
This is one of my favorite creatures that they came out with ever.
That's kind of cool looking.
Yeah, that's one of the Minox that chew on the power cables of the Millennium Falcon and Empire Strikes Back.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. She said, Yeppers, we got the comic community share your channel. Well, that's cool. That's cool.
Suzanne, how you doing this evening?
Gotta do it that way. What? I'm gonna cheat the system with just a little bit.
Has it turned colder up there in Canada? I know here in Idaho, it's been about 10, 15 degrees cooler than it's been for the last several weeks.
How am I supposed to do? No, I do it the other way. No. Yes. The Taser said they'll put Legos on the floor while you sleep, so when you go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, you destroy your feet. I feel like I just walked into a conversation I have no idea about, but I have a feeling I know. We've all been there. Because I'm the one who sets the traps, baby. Dang, man, there's a lot of pieces they're going. This is a so intricate little thing. Little bastard.
Yeah, I think you're on the part there in the front where they got little dots that are supposed to represent different figures.
Yeah. This goes by so quick. Okay. That was painless.
You know, I really like that lineup right there of those sizes ships right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they did the Millennium Falcon, the Tantum 5.
I'm in Texas, so I'm in a furnace. I'll be in Texas actually.
Oh yeah, actually, I watched your Manorama last week,
I
and
didn't. Whatever I said, I didn't do. No, I'm just kidding.
well, I'm sure you did this part. You mentioned that you were in Colorado,
Yes.
and what was really funny is I was in the Colorado the same time you were.
Huh.
Um, we were driving through it from Texas coming home, and we went through Denver.
And yes, Suzanne, I got the half off code. And Real Wade Nation, what time are you thinking? Sorry about that. So what part of Colorado were you in?
Well, I think it's 25. We went all the way through the state up 25 and went through Denver,
Okay.
and we went north on 25 until it hit 80 in Wyoming.
Oh. I was 2 hours away from Denver.
Okay.
I was in what was his Tim Allen's neighborhood. And then I started looking for Tim Allen. He was not there. I might be able to make it. I'm not sure yet if I'll be able to make it Wednesday. I'll have to look at my schedule. But if I'm able to make it, I would love to talk about college football. Because we all know who the greatest football team is. It's the Patriots. Live in California and say you're a Patriots fan. They'll just look at you like, how dare you? I'm like, how dare you? They're like, what? I was like, I don't know.
So, have you heard about this Greater Idaho movement?
Yes.
And that's where I can't remember how many counties in Oregon voted to join Idaho and break off from Oregon.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that works, really, the whole situation.
Yeah, I've been kind of wondering myself because I don't know how it works either. So I don't know if it actually can work.
Because I think if they did it, it'd be considered treason.
Okay.
Because I think the only state that can actually do this, take care, never too old for Lego, is Texas. Because they have a contract that they signed that they said that we can leave at any moment. I think they're the only ones to do that. I don't know how true that is, but from my understanding, that someone was telling me that states can't really do that because of besides Texas, because it would be considered treason or something like that.
And that makes sense because, Texas used to be its own independent nation. So
Yeah. All right, take care, Lizard. I'm just gonna have fun with names now. Should I do another Lego build? Because I'm almost done with this one.
Well, I've got time if you got time.
Baby, I got all the time in the world I need. Just kidding, I don't. I might do a car. Yeah, we'll do a car. Just for Herc, if he's still around. I did take a picture. My wife and I were at a farmer's market yesterday, and there was a mock one Mustang, and I sent it to him. He's like, oh. I was like, that's right, baby. But yeah, if you want people to know about Lego Build, let people know, man. The conversations are hilarious. If you put the right pieces in first.
So, are you trying to say if all else fails, follow directions?
Yeah, I know that's really hard for men to admit. Oh, you poop. Oh, there it is. Or you just let a piece fall and hope for the best.
Isn't that like sacrilegious for Legos to let that happen?
I know, right? But you know what? It is what it is. No, not that piece. Where are you, man? Come on. Right, so there's that one. That one. And then 4. Give me 4! Here we go.
Well, I have contractors coming to my house starting tomorrow.
Oh.
I got a section of my roof over the loft here that it just didn't age very well. So every time we get a good windstorm, I lose a couple shingles. The roof is not leaking yet. The problem around here, though, is that roofers don't usually work during the winter months here because there's ice and snow on the roofs.
Yeah.
So I've got to get it in now before it gets too cold.
Got to get on that, man. Oh, man. That's what I got so far.
All
So
right.
it's going to come in like this.
Well, I like how they built that because didn't the original
It's
one in the movie
smart.
split in half?
It did.
Yeah.
Suzanne said, wow, 12 likes. All right. Totes my oats. What? Yeah, I think I'll do the McLaren next. I'll break that down and show you guys how I do that. A real-time breakdown of shit gone wrong. I think I make my brother jealous of the Legos I build. And then he's like, I want to build. I was like, no, you may not. See, so never too old for Lego said, wow, I can't believe how many people in the Lego world are so kind. 49 subscribers in 12 days. It took me 2 months to get that made with my Transformer channel. See, here we care. Like, I've noticed with like, because here's the thing with people who do Lego and everything, it's not as hostile. Now you'll get the people who will be like, you have to stay true to Lego. Here's the thing, I don't care. If you want to build it with like a different off-brand Lego stuff, do that. I don't care. It's the fact that you get to build something and you're building a community doing that. That's how I see it. Now, will I? Probably not. But if I find one, sure. Because there are some. I will say this: there are some, like John. He uses some stuff from different off-brand companies, and I'm like, that's kind of cool. Like the jets and all stuff. Like
Yeah,
they're cool. But
I think he does Kobe brand if I remember right.
what?
I think he does Kobe brand bricks.
Yes,
COBI. Yeah.
But see, it's more of like just having fun to build things, and so people, yeah, I'll say Legos all the time, all the time, but whatever. What are you
You
gonna do,
know,
sue me?
I've had so many people like bother me about it that I say it on purpose now just to upset people. I
Oh,
don't
same
care.
here. There was a Lego convention in San Jose. I wanted to go, and I wasn't able to. But like that's the thing. Like I want to build Lego build to the point where it's like if I go to a Lego convention, there's people that actually have seen the Lego build show and be like, "Oh my gosh, hey, what's up?" Like that kind of thing. Like build a community to where it's like if I go to conventions and people see me, they're like, "Oh, hey," like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then we take over the pop culture world. Yes, that's my devious plan. Diamonds Jubilee.
The pinky in the brain, huh?
Yeah. Well, no, Diamonds Jubilee. Well, yeah, part of the Pinky and Blaine. The Diamonds Jubilee is from Great Mouse Detective. It is my favorite line.
Oh. It's been a long time since I've seen that.
The Queen's Diamonds Jubilee. I giggle like a little schoolgirl.
Suzanne says I need half my roof done and a picture window replaced. Still have all the pipes to install for plumbing. Got a working water line inside for now. Better than hauling water. I would agree with that 100%.
Did I do this right? I don't know. Let's find out. Yep, I did it right. Man, there's a lot of little pieces for this one stinking thing.
And Suzanne, I'm on well water where I'm at, and it always scares me if my pump goes out because the well pump's like 30 grand. I'd have to get a freaking second mortgage to pay for that.
That was a lot. So there's that. Yeah, I like to do Lego build for like at least 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours or something like that. So I'll add another thing. I'm trying to get monetized, so I'm trying to do as many hours as possible.
I understand that struggle.
Survive.
I'll tell you. Okay, so not that I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't mention it here, but I'm going to anyway. I'm dumb. I don't know when to stop. It won't get you in trouble or anything.
I don't
I
care.
watch my watched hours every day, and it's kind of like, in a way, sometimes it's depressing because it'll go up, and then all of a sudden I'll do a live stream, and the next day it goes down because it's a 1 year rolling period, and then I'll go look at my video from a year ago, and I had a really popular video, and the live stream didn't have enough hours to keep up, so it goes down.
So for me to get monetized, I have to get the watch hours up. So that's a year, and then I have to do or shorts. So I'm shooting for shorts. That's gonna take me a long time, but here we are. But I had to have like 10 million people or something like that. Some ridiculous number. Now this goes where? Now I love when there's a piece that makes no sense. All right, let's start the bag here. All right, here we go. So I have a piece missing, and I don't know where it goes. Well, oh, it goes right here. See, guys, you should always pay attention to where you're putting things. There we go.
Well, Suzanne, is yours also going to be a Lego channel? She says, never too old for Lego. Wow, I have like 80 subs and 0 content, but I'm looking at starting my own channel soon.
And there it is. So what this does is, that's cool. You should do it. So you take this. This is the cool thing about this is, and I think you are right. It does break in half. Crap. I had it in at one point. You take it here. You have to line it up, and it clicks in.
Well, Suzanne, if you're doing a Lego channel, please let me know, because I would, if you want to, I'll do live streams with you as well, just like I do Steve.
Oh, I'll hop on. I'll wear some style.
I know how to behave if you ask me to.
I can't do that. No, I'll behave. I'll be a good boy. You know, there's going to be one day where I just do a stream shirtless because it's so hot where I'm at. See, that'll pump up the views. See, I've noticed this. When women do streaming, it's so easy for them to get monetized and all this stuff. It's not hard for them. For guys, you know this. We have to work night and day almost just to like get things going. And it took me a very long time it took me a while to get Lego Build going because it's just a grown man building Legos or doing a man show. It's like, oh, I told one of the writers of Manorama, and I was like, you know what? How about we just do it shirtless? He's like, one of the guys who does algorithms. He's like, dude, you would get a lot of people watching. I was like, I know. I told my wife, she's like, no.
Well, I'm afraid if I went shirtless, I'd lose half my subscribers.
See, I have some guys that are on, and like, you know, they'll be like, hey. For poop's sakes.
Oh, Suzanne says stuff like insulation, vapor barrier, drywall, mudding, painting. I need to watch your channel because I don't know how to mud worth anything.
I do. Why did I just say that out loud? I don't know.
Hanging the drywall is the easy part.
It is. Come on.
Which, by the way, if you didn't recognize what I was doing, this is the landing gear to the large Millennium Falcon. And
Oh, so you're building the big one?
Oh, I'm tearing it apart.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to rebuild it. So,
You should
go ahead.
Oh no, you can go.
My lug has been kind of bipolar. So, and I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't say it. Some people are sensitive. Sorry. They keep changing their mind. How's that?
Okay.
And it's really, it bothers me because when I first joined the lug about 3 years ago, they said, oh, well, when we go to shows, we do what's called a mod, which is 3 base plates by 6 base plates. So 8 base plates. And I was like, okay, I will build docking bay 327, which, yes, I'm a total Star Wars nerd. That's the docking bay that Millennium Falcon gets sucked into the Death Star in the first movie.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to build that. And I have tons of stormtroopers, and I was going to do an elevator and all that. And I started it on my channel. And then my lug says, no, we're doing a city layout. Well, I've got tons of city, so that wasn't a big deal. I just started doing the city. And we did city for about a year and a half, 2 years. And now they're like, no, we want to do mods again. And so I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'm going to resurrect this idea of building this docking bay. And the cool thing about our lug is that if not enough people show up, you can have more than one mod.
Yeah.
So I want to do a second mod that can be detached from the first one. And I want to do a TIE Fighter hangar because I have like 4 of the same TIE Fighter set. I think that would look sharp, having a hangar of those.
Ah. All right. I'm going to go get my other set. Hold on.
All right.
We'll do another one.
Well, now that I'm here by myself, feel free to air all your grievances. I'm just kidding. Never Too Old for Lego says, I'm going to set up a table outside of Walmart and Toys R Us and get kids new builds just for a fun video. Once I can start going live, then give it to them as a surprise. Sweet. chest pain subsided. I'm sorry, Suzanne. I didn't realize you were experiencing that tonight. Well, Steve, while you were gone, we did it.
I didn't do it.
We pulled a sign.
What?
I said, while you were gone, we pulled a Seinfeld.
Uh-oh.
And that is the Festivus, where the airing of grievances. I'm just kidding. I don't know if you're a fan of that show. I am.
Yeah. Why'd you pull that one?
Oh, I was just joking around.
Okay. So I'm going to rebuild this guy.
Okay.
This is how I do it. Oh, it's only 2 bags. So this is how I actually do it. So I'll take it apart.
Suzanne says, 2 days now. I did too much the other day, and it made me pay for overdoing it for the past 2 days. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you don't mind me asking, Suzanne, is that a regular thing that you deal with?
No, don't fall out. At least these aren't all black pieces.
Yeah. Okay. Part of the top of the Millennium Falcon. Right here. I've been really sick for 4 years now, and bedridden almost 2 years. So getting better out of bed. Oh, all right. I'm sorry, Suzanne. I didn't realize that. I am sorry you're dealing with that, and I don't think this will come up. I don't think you'll be offended by this, but I'd be happy to pray for you. Steve, I don't know if you're a spiritual / religious guy at all. I don't know that about you.
I am.
Okay. Well, it's my belief that God gives group discounts when people pray for you.
Yeah.
All right. See you later. Never too old for Lego. So is that your phone next to you, Steve?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna send you something that you definitely can't share on YouTube.
Okay.
But knowing kind of guy you are, you get a kick out of this. Sorry, my sense of humor is off tonight.
Oh. Yeah. That's pretty funny. I know Canadian Spider-Man jumped in somewhere.
Rebuilding this thing is gonna be a pain in the rear.
Oh, but that's where the fun is, man.
Hello. Hi.
Well, hello there.
Hey, how you doing?
Ooh, well. Hi, guys.
What up, man?
Doing wonderful. How are you both doing this evening? And are you building? You're building something yellow. Is it the construction crane?
No, I'm taking apart a Lego set and then I'm going to rebuild it. So I'm showing people like how I do the process of a rebuild.
Oh, okay. I see. And hi, Jeff. Not to be rude.
How you doing?
Hello. And what are you doing? It looks like you've already taken a lot of shit apart. It looks like.
Yeah. This is the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon, the $800 one.
Oh my
Now,
God. Wow.
I got lucky and I bought it before it went to $800. But long story short, I moved 2 years ago and I didn't want to rebuild it, so I stuck it in a TV box, and it did not survive very well. And so rather than try to figure out what piece fell off, I'm just destroying it so I can build it later.
And do you know what the proper way to store it is? Just for those of us out there that.
No, I don't. I tried.
Everyone has a different way of doing stuff.
Like maybe like the Han Solo cryo freeze maybe would work.
I put like if I'm gonna rebuild it, I'll put it all in Ziploc bags and I'll number what level they are, what bag number and everything, so I know exactly what it is. So that's the last bag, and then I just take it apart and put it back together. That's what I do.
Yeah, you guys were having some really interesting conversations while I was listening in, and I had Suzanne was in the chat, of course, refereeing.
Yeah.
I'm not all. I'm only, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 beers in. One of those. Oh, there's. Oh, there they are. Yeah. Maybe 5. Let's call it 5. Although I did manage to wrap my earphones around the arm of my chair, but we're just pretend that's not a problem. As long as I don't have to get up and run anywhere, it's fine.
So in other words, you meant to do that.
Yes.
I did mean to do that. Exactly. Yeah. So, Rancor Steve, happy Sunday.
Well, happy Sunday to you, man.
Now, do you consider this the end of the week, or is this to you the start of the new week?
I'm not sure.
What does the Bible say about it?
I'll have to look. That's a good question. I'll have to look at that.
I not to be a smartass.
To me, I know. Yeah, to me, this would be kind of like the end of the week. To me, Monday is always the first, but that's just me.
I also. Jeff, what do you? What? You don't have to agree with us.
I actually think Sunday's the beginning of the week, but that's just me.
You'll have a different opinion.
Thank you, Suzanne. You rock. Suzanne's awesome. I gotta say, if we ever become famous, we really should pay her and generously. Not like that's ever gonna happen, but yeah, well done, Suzanne.
Know.
And Suzanne, I don't control anything here, so don't take my word for any. That ain't worth shit. Just I'm in charge of Jack and shit.
What kind of content do you have on your channel, Spider-Man?
Good luck.
I started with a lot of outdoor sports equipment type videos, reviewing knives that I had bought, or the hot tent that I have here behind me, waterproof dry bags, and that sort of thing, and then just outdoor survival tips, and then it got to a little bit of sort of in Steve's genre there, men's advice sort of tips on. It started with Father's Day, of course, and then a tip to brothers, and then things like that. And then lately, I've started a Thursday travel stream where I take out a lot of, because I have a lot of photos. The one thing that I do have, because I don't have a lot of I mean, I'm nowhere near the knowledge base that I don't have the knowledge base that a lot of our friends have towards Star Trek or Star Wars or pop culture, things like that. I don't have anything to contribute. But one thing I have done, instead of saving my money and buying a house, is I've been a bum vagrant, and I've traveled the world living it all over the place. And so I've got a lot of photos from these places that I've visited. And so every Thursday night, I'll pick a country that I've been to, and I'll show photos that I've taken from that country, and we'll just shoot the shit. And I'll have someone on Steve and I did his photos from Russia, and we talked that was over 2 hours. That was a really good stream. We had over 100 views live from time to time watching that stream. That was awesome. And Russia is fascinating, Steve. And if you ever want to do anything like that again with another place, you just let me know, because obviously yes. So that's on Thursday, every Thursday night. That's what I do, usually in the evening. Last time I did Osaka, which is in Japan, with Fermented Cinema, and he's based out of Shikoku, which is just 2-hour ferry ride south of Osaka on a different little island there. And so he's living in Japan right now. So he and I streamed live from Japan. Well, I wasn't there. He was. But I was wearing Japanese clothing and yukata and the house coat. And I had Japanese izakaya signage behind me. And I was drinking from a sake mug. And it was very Japanese in here. Very Japanese. But I gave my brother Steve. I gave my brother, who lives around the corner, and he might be listening, Murdoch. I gave him the bamboo sword, like the practice. See, they don't give Japanese people who are learning sword techniques. They don't give them a sword right away. So like if you saw Keanu Reeves in the Last Samurai, he started out with a bamboo practice sword, and what it is, it's slats of bamboo, thin straps of bamboo, like 8 feet long or 7 feet long, that are strapped together with leather, and they're bound like a and when they whack you, oh my god, it's shaped like a sword, and it's got the hilt and everything, and it's really quite a craftsman piece of work. And my regret is I didn't buy two. I bought one and I gave it to him, and I should have bought a second. And I went back to that store years later to get the same one, and they didn't have it anymore. Shit.
Damn.
Anyway, it was a secondhand type store, so it was obviously used. It was actually used in practice, but it hurts, man. Like, he's whacked me with it many times, and it really it whacks, man.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it has a special name, and anyone who in the chat who knows what it is, maybe you can tell us. But a fun piece of gear.
May I ask an ignorant question? I admit I'm ignorant. Suzanne says that you stay in hostels. What is a hostel compared to like a hotel? Like what are they?
Oh, a hostel is usually a fair bit cheaper, and you'll stay in a dormitory where there will be several people sleeping in the same room, and it'll be air conditioned, and it'll have lockers, and there'll be beds spread around the room. Sometimes they're bunk beds, but not often anymore. Depending on what city you go to and how expensive it is. And a hostel, and it's usually got a communal room, and sometimes the good ones will have a bar attached to the hostel, or a pub, or a restaurant, or a rooftop pub or restaurant, or relaxing area, such as the one that I stayed at in was it Puerto Vallarta? I think it was Puerto Vallarta. So yeah, that's the basic differences, and it's often a younger crowd. Like, I'm 52, and I'm usually one of the oldest people there, although not always. And there's usually free computers that you can access internet if you don't have a phone or whatever with you. And they've got locker storage facilities, and they've got maps of the city available. And it's just a really fun communal place. And if you want to say if you're going to the country next to you or the city next to you, there are people there staying at the hostel that have just come from said country or city, and you're sitting around at the communal table making supper together around the communal stove, or you're making or you're watching a communal movie at the in the area that's the big space that's available to everybody, the communal space, I guess, or perhaps you can get a private room as well. So you can pay extra money and get a private room if you want just you and the missus. So that's a thing as well. But you still have communal spaces, so you can still get firsthand information on what traveling to the next destination is like. So that's the handiest part of staying in hostels, as well as the price. I mean, you can stay. I mean, in Costa Rica, San Jose, I was paying $22 American a night, I think, or less, and it came with 2 free beer. I'm not kidding. Like, upon check-in at the hostel, you received 2 cold beer from the fridge behind, and you went back and you could get $2 beers every time you wanted. And they, again, starting at 9 a.m. again, you could have them again. So
that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah. That's I don't know if that gives you, does that paint you a decent picture of, and I love
does.
Hostels with rooftop observation decks, or just rooftop patio venues. You can either buy food, or some of the good ones will deliver food up to the rooftops, and some of the very good ones have bars established, or little pub atmospheres up top.
That's cool.
In front of like a major cities, like, and somehow some of the hostels I've been to, I don't know how they get away with it, but they've got prime locations over the best squares and the best beaches and the best locations, like Zihuatanejo. If anyone goes to Zihuatanejo in Mexico, there's this hostel, this guest house, and it's called a guest house there. And the owner, Isabella, I think her name was, and it's right on the beach. and the land was given to her by her parents, and it's prime location. And I know the city wants to buy her out. And we were, my fellow travelers and I. There was people from Australia, Quebec. I met a Quebecer, Robert, a few years older than myself. He's a funny Quebecer, a great guy. I met an Englishman, Michael, South African, bunch of people, German dude. And we hung out there for weeks and weeks. And it was prime location. And it was a hostel. Like, we were paying nothing. And once a week, we would have a communal meal. She insisted. And she would make the meal, and it cost us $5 American. And she would get local fish and local veg, and she would make it all herself because she was a chef. And we'd sit outside in the garden around the table at the hostel, around like 8 of us, 9 of us, 10 of us, whoever was there at the day. And we would eat together. And that was awesome. It was a fun time. Yeah, hostels, man. I highly recommend hostels. No pressure. No, they're low. And you can, if you're one of those people that enjoys the herb, many hostels have a section where you can enjoy the herb outside and not bother anyone and not risk getting arrested in a foreign country, which sucks. Not that I've encountered police in foreign countries, 3 foreign countries, but I've never been arrested. So hostels are a good place to enjoy that sort of thing and not encounter. I've never been encountered with weed, fortunately, at any place overseas. I'm careful about that, fortunately.
Well, I'll just say that getting arrested in your own country isn't that great. Not that I know anything about that.
Huh?
I've never been arrested that's a lie. There was a canoeing incident once. Never mind.
Carry on.
Yeah, this sounds like a good story.
No. See, I didn't know where we were going. I didn't know it was a youth camp. And the guy that convinced me to go out, he was drunk, and it was never. The RCMP showed up. He was in cuffs. I never was. I was supposed to be the designated driver because I didn't drink at that time. I didn't drink till I was 27, I want to say. So I was actually sober at the time. So they threw me in charge of the rowboat. And I've got this canoe with an aluminum boat beside them, and I had to figure out how to start the motors. And I don't now I know how to start a motor. I didn't know how to start a boat motor at the time. So I'm pretending to the cop like I drove here, and I'm trying to start the thing like I was the guy that drove sober there. I was not the guy that drove there because I couldn't even fucking start the thing. So my drunk buddy had to start it, and then I drove from there, and the cop just let us go. Anyway, they did take our buddy, and we sped to the cop shop to try and get there before his parents, so they would release him to us before his parents had to be called. So we sped as in, and what was it? It was one of those 5-liter Mustangs. I'd never driven one before. Frig, that thing went. It was a 5-speed. So I drove that, and we got to the cop shop, and they wouldn't release him to us. They kept him till his parents got there. Yeah, that was anyway, yeah, it was a messed up day. And he didn't tell me where we were going. I said, yeah, okay, let's go. Sure, I'm all up for it. Till he catches.
Oh.
Is stretching practice? See, you're getting to the age now, Steve. No offense, and I take it from experience. We got well, no, you're not old because I'm not old, so you can't be old. But what I'm saying is stretching. Stretching becomes an important part of your daily routine.
It is.
It really should be.
But it's like,
do you stretch each day?
Not as much as I should, but it's like I just have to kind of because I'm not on a comfortable seat. That's my thing.
Should we do a crowdfunding thingy for you?
No.
A pillow.
I do have one. I'm just too lazy to get up and get it.
Is it a My Pillow?
Huh?
Is it a My Pillow?
No, it's I call it a cocaine pillow because it has a little travel pill inside of it.
It's weird that that's the first thing you would think of.
Because that's literally, I was like, oh, I can smell it from there.
I would like you could stash extra cash in there,
Yeah, you could.
but no, cocaine is your go-to. Okay, sure.
Never done cocaine.
No, I did once at the Pemberton Music Festival. Just yeah, and you know what? Nah, it wasn't worth it. It was short. It didn't do anything. Yeah, no good. Yeah, I'll no thanks. Not my thing.
Man, I'm blasting through this like crazy right now.
It looks like you're building an Autobot.
I'm building a McLaren.
Does it turn into an Autobot?
No. That would be cool.
Yeah, I like the new Bumblebee set. I built that one.
I want to build that one too. What am I doing wrong?
In life?
No, with this whole thing.
Don't ask me. Fuck
I
if
know.
I know. Oh shit. I need another beverage. So yeah, Steve.
Yes.
We've had quite a bit of rain here, which means I'm gonna be able to go sight in the old deer hunting rifle soon, because deer hunting season I think is 3 weeks away when I can get my tags here in another week or two. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to taking out the old broomstick, deer hunting broomstick, and sighting that puppy in. Do you get a chance to? Now, I've seen a lot of the times you go to the range and shoot the smaller versions, and I'm talking about the long range guys that take down deer. Do you get a chance to go to the range and shoot those boys much, or
The
we've got a
ARs?
special range way out in the woods where you can shoot 200 meters. That's about 230 yards, I guess.
Like go to like shoot the like an AR or a 308.
Ooh, you 308. Yeah, that's what I got. Yeah. Allegedly. No, I don't have a 308. I don't know what I was saying. I didn't know.
Oh, are you trying to say you lost them all in a boating accident sometime?
The boating accident. I had one and I missed that. Yeah, I don't even. It was a dream. It was a dream I had. Go ahead, Steve. Sorry.
Yo, I don't have any more firearms. I lost all mine in a boating accident several years ago.
You know.
Yeah, I don't know where mine are, guys.
Let's see us boater. It's just, and there's a lot of waves in the lakes around here.
Yeah. Things happen.
It was really weird. That was the only thing I lost on that trip. But yeah, all of them are gone.
No, I lost. I had gold with me too. I just bought some gold, and that went over as well. So I was sad about that. Yeah.
It's weird how that stuff happens.
It's easy come, easy go, I guess. I mean, and someone will find it years, decades, millennia from now. It's,
Yeah.
Hi, Suzanne. We can read. Hi, we're reading what you have to say in the chat. Hello.
There you go, Rod.
Ooh, moose and deer. Yes. I like both of those animals because they don't have thumbs and can't shoot back.
The farthest I was ever to shoot was with my SIG was about 35 yards. Yeah.
That's with a handgun thingy.
No red dot or nothing. I don't know how I pulled it off, but I did.
Wow. That's impressive. Very good. Nice. That's about the distance I have fun shooting thingies with my friends. where we go and do battleships, where you can buy
Mhm.
targets that are like the battleships, where you've got one above and he's got his below, and you try and sink his fleet by taking out each target. You know, the aircraft
Yeah.
carrier has 5, the battleship has 4, the submarine has 2. And so we go and do that at 35 meters. Yeah, well, yeah, 30 meters, which is 35 yards more or less. Yeah, very good. But that's with a 22, with the scope, of course. Yeah, that's a good distance. That's a good distance.
So Suzanne said a Sig 357. No, so those are two different guns. I have a Sig P320 and then also a 357 Magnum.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Well, I just want to remind you guys that freedom wasn't won with a registered hole puncher.
Nope. Well, Canadian Spider-Man doesn't know what that is. So
No.
what that means is Canadian Spider-Man. What that means is we're awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna need to change our we got some things to change up here. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah. We need to get more in line with you guys on a few things. I'll tell you that. We there's a few lessons we could learn from America, and I'll just leave it at that. We need some legislation changed. Yes, agreed.
What do you have, Suzanne? She says she loves her.
Ooh, 9 milli.
Which one do you have there, Suzanne? Now I can put a barrel, a 357 Sig barrel in. It's different though.
That's funny. So when you go to your local grocery store buying all the Ziploc bags, they're either thinking you're like a weed dealer or a Lego builder.
No, I've had these for a while. I keep using them. But yeah. I have a drawer full of all my Legos I've taken apart.
So you're well, good for you for being organized. Nice.
You got it, man. Ooh, Smith & Wesson. All right.
Nice.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hearing Legos move around is probably the most relaxing thing ever.
Yeah, relaxing, yes. Whereas bacon frying is just arousing.
Or that too.
Yes, but you never cook bacon naked.
I mean, you could.
You need a long spatula.
Yes.
I get right up in there, like, oh yeah, I'm cooking.
Yeah. I'd like to get some Italian hardware, to be honest. A semi-auto 12 an Italian semi-auto 12 is probably my next purchase, I think. Like Beretta. I've heard good things about Beretta. Steve, do you know anything about Beretta?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Benelli? Benelli
Yeah,
or
hold on.
Beretta?
I just
Jeff?
dropped a whole bunch of pieces.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I like the brand that rhymes with clock.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Do they make a 12? I'm not sure they make a 12. Do they?
No, I don't think they do. But
I need a semi 12.
Well, I know a gunsmith that. Never mind. I ain't gonna say nothing. I don't know anybody. No, I know absolutely nobody.
No,
Ah, you
and I've
piece of
heard good things
garbage.
about the Benelli and the Beretta. The Beretta Semi 12 is very nice. Apparently, allegedly. And
Yeah,
Suzanne loves Beretta. See, yeah, I've always wanted the Beretta, Suzanne. Didn't James Bond have one? Maybe that's where I've always loved it from. James Bond, a Beretta.
No, he didn't have a Beretta.
Well, he had the Walther PPK, of course, but I was wondering if he also had the Beretta.
Crap. God. Shit. Put this all back.
Wow, that is so cool watching you build the Millennium Falcon. And are you putting it together at this point or taking it apart?
Oh, I'm taking it apart.
Oh,
It didn't survive my last move very well, so there are so many pieces in this box over here that if I were to try to figure out where they go, I'd be here all day. This is what I don't think I can get it on the camera. Yeah, and I would never be able to figure out where all that goes. So I'm just going to take the whole thing apart and start all over. Not only that, it's cool because I can do a couple of live streams and not have to invest into a set to do it either. So.
and does it come with Chewbacca and Han Solo?
Well, here's Han Solo.
Ooh,
I'm sure it did come with Chewbacca. I just
damn well better have.
I don't see him, but he's probably in the box.
How did this go on?
And Chewbacca deserves a medal as much as everybody else.
You know, I've got a T-shirt that says "Where's the wisdom from Chewbacca?" and it just has a bunch of yelling on it.
That's right.
I love it. Actually, the first time I wore that shirt, I was traveling in an airport, and one of the TSA guards was like, "Hey, do you mind stopping so I can get a picture of this and send this to my brother?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?"
Nice. Can I get a free pass for all the drugs I have in my bag? Allegedly.
Oh no, I don't know anything about that. No.
Oh, shit. All right, so it goes on like this.
Hey, hello to Rod Thunderheart in the YouTube chat. Hi, Rod. He just has to restart his phone.
Suzanne says, "My boy has his 22, and I've got my left-handed 243."
Ooh.
Those are some nice numbers.
Yeah. 22 is probably my favorite one to go shooting with. It's just so much fun.
Yeah.
Love it.
God dang it. I hate when you get things screwed up here. There we go. Oh, you piece of dog shit.
I thought it was a piece of Lego.
It's something, dude. This is
He's obviously
frustrating.
talking to not us. Well, it's dark already at 8:30. No, it's 9 o'clock. Dark at 9 o'clock. I guess that happens this time of year.
Oh, because I'm like that.
Are you in British Columbia or something?
I am. Yeah, the Okanagan. About 5 hours east of Vancouver. Just Kelowna is the biggest city. I guess about an hour away. But yeah, it gets dark here around, I guess, 8:30 now, which is sad.
Aliens. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think it just gets dark because of how the sun and the earth rotate. I don't know if the aliens have much influence on it.
Yeah, I'm in Idaho, so I'm in a border state to Canada.
Idaho. I've heard um I've heard not much about Idaho. You're north, right? Do you actually touch Canada? Are you a border state?
Yeah,
Which provinces do you border? Manitoba, Ontario?
I don't know. I actually live in the southern part of the state, but um,
You don't know what part of Canada you touch?
I don't.
Do you touch Canada?
Yeah, yeah.
You don't know
There's like
where.
yeah, there's a little strip of it. I'll look it up.
Suzanne is right because Suzanne is out there, and I bet you Suzanne's right above you. And she's all indignant now, like you don't even know I'm just above you. Like for all I know, she's like 2 hours away from you.
Yeah, there's approximately a 30-mile stretch on the very north that touches. Um, let's see. I see Calgary. I see Lethbridge.
Alberta. Okay, Alberta. So
Hey,
you're
don't
not
worry,
that
man.
far.
Don't worry, Rod.
I can
I
beat
just
a
sent it out
Calgary in 10 hours. So from where I am, I'm 5 hours from Vancouver, and it's 10 hours over the Rockies to Calgary.
Oh
Because
wow!
I just went and saw Rod Thunderheart not that long ago, and it takes me 11 hours to get to Edmonton.
All right, now that I figured this part out, Jesus.
Okay, so you're still very much in the West. Idaho is, I'd love to go and do a road trip through Idaho, Colorado, Arizona, down to Utah, get with the Mormon chicks. Yeah, no, love to go down through there. And then I want to drive through that redwood tree in California. Is that still a thing?
Oh, Joshua Tree.
Yeah.
Well, no. So there's two different. Like Joshua Tree is in Southern California. The redwoods are more northern.
Yes.
And I wouldn't
it's the
want to
redwood
go
you drive.
try to hook up with. There's my camera. It's been off the entire time as I'm trying to build this.
You didn't know that?
No.
We thought you were looking for, you said you were looking for something.
No, the whole back end fell off, so I had to fix it.
I knew a girl like that once.
But I wouldn't recommend going for a Mormon chick because, yeah.
Well, I don't know if you guys knew, I grew up in a Mormon household.
Uh-oh.
Oh no,
Behave
no,
yourself. Behave
claim-
yourself.
I don't claim it no more. Don't worry about it.
That's
And
The
let me
girls
just
were
say-
lovely. The girls were nice.
Oh, they're very nice, and I'd really hate to say this, but maybe it's just the ones I knew. But saving yourself for marriage is kind of a myth. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
I mean, maybe some people do practice that, but not the ones I knew.
Yeah,
So-
I gave myself to Bo Derek like when I was a kid. She was awesome.
And what up there, Lemon Pie?
Hey, Lemon Pie. Hello. Yeah, so okay, you're not far. You're not too far because Canada has put all of our cities down south, close to the border, which is convenient for trade and so forth. Plus, it's too cold up north. So yeah, you're not far at all. I'd love to do. I've got my RV right outdoors there beside me there, and I'd love to take that and do a big. I don't know, maybe a 2-3 week travel just through Northwest United States. There's so much to see. I think 3 weeks you could definitely find enough to do in Pacific Northwest, including Idaho. And I'm talking Idaho, like I'm talking like the whole Northwest quarter.
Well, if you go through Idaho and you stop at Lava Hot Springs, There's a museum in there. It's a little small town of like 800 people. It's not very big. And yes, it's known for its natural lava hot springs. And you can kind of,
Ooh.
I don't know.
Can you
don't
do the
really
hot
do it.
spring baths like the Japanese onsen style?
Yeah. And
Ooh, nice.
if you go in that museum, you'll see my great grandfather in there because he was literally the first dentist in Idaho.
Oh my God, how old is he? And do they pay him?
Yeah, I mean he's been long gone. He died, I don't know, I think the 50s before I was born.
Well, you never met him.
No, I know I didn't, but it's just really cool to go to the museum, and they've got his like dentist chair in there, some of the tools he used, and well,
Very cool.
I have to admit the tools more look like medieval torture devices than they do dentistry, but
Yeah. They're going to say that about our tools in 100 years from now too, though, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
No, that is very cool that you have a direct connection. That's your actual relative.
yeah, I understand he was a pretty cool guy. His wife, my great grandmother, she lived all the way to 2002, and she was 102 years old.
And you met her?
Oh yeah.
Wow. Imagine that. Well, that's the goal, isn't it? That's the goal. That is the goal. 100. 100 or bust. I need a t-shirt that says that.
And Suzanne says she's ordered 6 live chickens for this fall, so we have fresh eggs all the time. Suzanne, I bought
Nice.
6 chicks about 4 months ago. Well, no, it's longer than that 'cause they're 6 months old now. So they should start laying any time, and I'm really looking forward to that because my older hens just are not cutting it. They're not giving me much anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I just had
you know,
this piece.
I mean, at least you can. I mean, hens are still good enough to eat. You don't. They're not a waste.
Oh no, actually, there's a lady here in where I live, and I almost said where I was at, but she will trade you young chicks for old chicks because she likes the tougher meat.
Mm.
So I'm going to give her
Wow.
a call and trade.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. So, Steve, you've been doing Lego
Yes.
builds for. Has it been a year now?
Lego build streaming. Yes, it's been
Yeah.
over a year. June of this year was I hit the year mark.
And do you find yourself getting faster at it as you've been doing it for a year?
I've always been fast at it. It's more of if I have people on, then it's more of a conversation type thing, and so I just
And
like to
we
hang
distract
out.
you,
Yeah, which is good.
of course.
Which is
It
okay.
is. But Lego builds is more than 1 year, and your channel is coming up on a 2-year anniversary. That's exciting.
It's already past 2 years.
Oh,
Yeah. The show is about to hit 2 years. But in July of last year is when July of 2 years ago is when I had the 2-year thing.
okay. But you didn't have a weekly show started until afterwards. Okay.
Yeah, I waited after a while. Because I wanted to plan it out and get everything ready. And then when we did it, it was going to be, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, and it takes you a little while to figure out how to stream and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I already knew how to stream. It was just more of just finding people to be on and to do it. That kind of thing.
Yeah, and again, I'm sorry that you couldn't find those people, but you
I
stuck with
found them.
us, and so that's awesome. Thanks.
Well,
I'm happy
the
to be
whole
part of the B Squad.
Yeah, the whole thing is I wasn't even planning on doing it. I just wanted to get a channel up so people can come when I was on Pop Culture Breakdown, so they would just hang out or something like that. And then I was like, how about I just do a men's show? and it birthed this whole entire thing. So it's been fun.
And now the 2-year anniversary of Manorama is coming up in how many weeks? 10?
I'll have to look it up. It's on election night,
Right, and
Oh,
that's 10 or 11 or 12 weeks.
something like that.
Yeah,
Whenever
that's
that is.
exciting. Yeah, that's cool.
Where's the stickers at?
And are you gonna have extra water bottles stored in your and like canned food and shit?
Possibly. You never know.
I'm thinking I might. And I'll tell you what. And lots of beer. I'm gonna stock up on beer and whiskey and Tabasco sauce, Worcestershire sauce,
the essentials. Yes.
the essentials. Yeah, egg. The only thing is eggnog. Eggnog is hard to keep. It doesn't keep that long. You know,
No.
that's the only thing. That's COVID.
No, it's not.
Could be.
It's not.
Could be. Monkeypox! He's got monkeypox!
Oh, God,
Were you
no.
assaulted by never mind. That's gonna get us in trouble. Never mind what I was gonna say there.
I like where you're going with that, but I agree. with you.
Nope,
I guess.
never mind. Nope, I wasn't gonna say nothing. I'm just
Oh
gonna,
man, I didn't hear anything.
no.
What?
Yeah. Huh?
Have you seen my lightsaber? Hey yo. It's right behind. It's right there. You can see it.
How did I screw this one up?
Oh man, if I had a nickel, man. If I had a nickel. Now you can see more of my lightsaber. Oh, you can see more of the shaft there.
That sounded wrong, but I'm just gonna go with that.
Yeah.
You can see less of Spidey though. I don't know if I like that. There we go. That's awesome, Steve. Nice. Why are those pieces? Oh, you're not done quite yet.
No,
Okay.
I'm not. I'm almost done.
Nice. Good. Did you get a chance to stretch today at all?
Yeah, I played pickleball right before this.
Nice. I touched my toes. I did manage to touch my toes
There you
earlier
go.
today. There you go. No, seriously, it takes me like 5 fucking minutes at this age, man. But I did touch my toes. Because you got to warm up. No, I'm not kidding. Like, you got to do like a 30-second stretch, and then you got to go again. It takes like multiple attempts
He
to.
froze. Uh-oh.
It takes multiple attempts to. I don't know if I'm freezing. I think you're freezing.
I think you're freezing.
I think you're freezing.
It might be cold outside.
It's going. I almost lit the wood stove fire tonight or last night. Yeah, it was almost single digit Celsius. Not
Dang.
cool. Not cool. And Suzanne says, Canadian Spider-Man, I just spent $900. Is that dollars or pesos? At the grocery store the other day because I'm a prepper. No, that's $900. $900 at the grocery store. So you got like 5 bags of groceries. Holy shit. Good for you. That good on you for preparing because it's you never know. And that's a good idea. I've got a couple of bins of food stashed around here for the same reason. Yep. Absolutely. And that's, I've got the garden and I've got the means to go harvest delicious animals. Seafood, though, that's the one thing. There's not a lot of seafood around here. And where I grew up in New Brunswick, there was always seafood. Oh, my goodness. Seafood everywhere. New Brunswick's not attractive enough for me to move back, even though the seafood is delicious. There's just nothing going on there that I want to be a part of.
Well, Steve, Suzanne's asking who won, you or your wife?
Won what? We did a one-on-one after a few rounds with a couple of that we know. She beat me because she had a better paddle. She was testing out a paddle, and she beat me. But never again.
Well, Suzanne, yeah, we had that weather like a few days ago, but trust me, you've got a cold front moving your way, and you're gonna be pulling on your woolies here when it hits you. 5 shopping carts full, Suzanne says, for that money. That's awesome. Good for you. Just yeah, stock up, I guess. That's what we've done here. And the provisions to make sure, like, I've got a steady source of eggs that are not from the grocery store. No matter what happens, I've got a steady source of eggs, got a steady source of water. If need be, we can figure out how to make our own alcohol if push comes to shove. We've got enough fruit around in the region that's rotting, at certain times of the year. I'm sure we can figure out how to make cider and mead. And what's it? Jason Fox, I think, was a big fan of mead. He was, I think, one fellow trying to teach me how to make mead. So maybe he's someone that I can talk to. Have you seen Jason today, Steve?
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Okay, because he was around yesterday. I like that guy.
He's cool. Well, here's the McLaren.
Ooh,
Looking good.
It is
nice.
Well, that is Lego build.
Nice car.
Just decided, hey, I'll do a couple-hour Lego build stream. But yeah, I like this one. This one's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Pretty handy. But yeah, if you guys want, there will be a Mainorama. We're talking about the red flags of dating for guys. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. There's gonna be a lot of cool topics. So I want to thank Jeff, Canadian Spider-Man, for joining on this fun panel, and for everyone in the chat, conversations, new people coming and going. It's pretty cool.
Are we gonna combine the senor and senoritas with the red flags, like how to tell if a chick is actually a dude?
I am not gonna say. You'll have to wait and find out.
That's a red flag. Oh, she has a penis. Definite red flag. That's a red flag.
And find out.
She's got a penis. That's a red flag in my book.
Well, I would also say that if a woman has more red flags than a communist parade, stay away.
Yeah. But I want to thank you, everyone. Let people know about Lego Build. It's just a place where we can all come together and hang out and just be ourselves. And it gives me a chance to have people come on and just hang out with everyone. Because I know that some people are like, oh, I want to hang out and I want to hang out. For you to come onto the panel for Lego Build, just get to know me. Come watch the shows and hang out with us. And it's okay, Rod. I threw that out just in case. But next time, buddy, next time. So on that note, I want to thank everyone. And yeah. All right. Take care, guys.
Have a good one.
Have a good evening.
Yes.
What a good week.